Why did I buy AMP? In today's video, I'm going to be explaining the reasons why. First of all, I think that AMP has spectacular fundamentals. AMP was created by Flexa, which is a crypto payments company. And shortly before AMP was launched, Flexa launched an app called SPEDN. And SPEDN allowed users to pay at thousands of merchants using various cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the reason why AMP was even launched in the first place was because the original Flexa Coin smart contract could not be upgraded to support the new functionalities that Flexa was looking for. However, I think it's important to keep in mind how Flexa and AMP are two separate technologies. Flexa's payment protocol makes it feasible to pay at thousands of merchants using various cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. And what makes Flexa different from other crypto payment services out there is the fact that payments with Flexa are automatically converted into whichever fiat the merchant wants. And these conversions from fiat to crypto are done through crypto exchanges that Flexa has partnered up with, which wire money into the merchant's bank account. And now with that being said, some people, they may be thinking, what's the use case of AMP? And what AMP is used for is that it is utilized as collateral for crypto transactions that are made through Flexa's payment protocol. And just to visualize what I mean by this, for instance, let's say someone wants to make a purchase at a store using a cryptocurrency through the SPEDN app. And now when this purchase is made, it is going to take some time for the transaction to finalize. It's going to take quite a while in some cases for the merchant to know that the transaction is final. And the reason for that is because the merchant first has to wait for a certain number of confirmations. And of course, this wait time right here is not going to be ideal for the merchant. And the transaction, it could fail. Even though the possibility may be small, there is a possibility it could still fail because, for instance, let's say during the transaction, there's a chain halt or a hard fork, then the transaction, it's not going to go through. However, there is a solution for this, and this is where AMP steps in. A certain amount of AMP that is actually slightly worth more than the transaction will be temporarily locked up in a special smart contract. And the benefit of this is that if, let's say, the transaction fails, then the AMP that is temporarily locked up will automatically be sold into fiat. And this right here ensures that the merchant will always get their money. However, I also think it's important to keep in mind that because the amount of AMP that was temporarily locked up was worth slightly more than the transaction, this right here also ensures that if, let's say, the prices of cryptos are falling, or if, let's say, the crypto space overall is crashing, if, let's say, those conditions are happening, even despite of that, the merchant will still get their entire payment. So AMP, in my opinion, serves such an amazing purpose. And now when I say that, some people, they also may be wondering, where is this AMP collateral coming from? And the AMP collateral is coming from users who stake their AMP with payment providers who are leveraging the Flexa payment protocol. I think AMP is truly incredible. I think it's fantastic. And personally for me, I think the future of AMP could look so bright because if we take a look at this, the global crypto payment gateway market is predicted to be worth over $90 billion by 2028, which I think is insane. So, clearly in my opinion, AMP is focused on the right industry. I do believe that the best is yet to come for AMP. And here's the thing, the way I take a look at it is that AMP has an amazing risk to reward ratio for me. And of course, that's not financial advice. But when I take a look at AMP right now, the way I view it is that I am not risking to lose that much in order to potentially gain a lot in the future. And the reason why I think so is because AMP is currently down over 98% from its all-time high price. And that is not a joke, by the way. That's actually true. AMP is down by that much. And while that may seem like a bad thing to some people, I actually think it's a good thing because, yes, AMP is down over 98% from its all-time high price. However, I do not think that AMP can go down over 98% in price from where it is right here, right now. I just don't think it's a possibility. I think AMP, if anything, is much closer to a bottom than it is a top. I think that the ceiling is very far away, but I think the floor is very close. By me buying AMP right now, yeah, sure, the price could go down, you just never know. However, I think that the room for potential downside is greatly outweighed by its potential upside. So when I see something this amazing, yet this low in price, how can I not buy it? As a matter of fact, I am currently dollar cost averaging into AMP, and I am ignoring the short to medium term price movements. Oftentimes people, they make a video on AMP, they pull out a chart, they draw some random triangle, and they say, oh wow, time to buy, time to cash out, time to do all this type of nonsense. But personally for me, I don't bother with that. I don't day trade, I don't swing trade, I don't use leverage. And I am not using technical analysis to try to outsmart the market. I'm not doing any of those type of crazy methods. I just like to keep it simple. I just dollar cost average. And by dollar cost averaging, I believe that I am preparing myself for the next bull run in such a fantastic way. And if you want to know my price prediction for AMP during the next bull run, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it.